Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Vlogmas day 6, starting with a little bit of a car vlog this morning, because I'm not going to lie to you, I've been taking it a little bit easy this morning after a bit of a late night last night, which was so much fun. I have just been having a bit of a slow morning. I took myself off to the club this morning for a bit of a workout, because I do feel like sometimes if I'm having a bit of a slow morning, I just want to like get my body moving, especially after a late night. I feel like it's just the best way to kind of like recover from it and just like get your body moving, get the blood pumping, and just get a bit of movement in there. I absolutely love it. So I started today at the club with a bit of a workout, and I'm feeling really good for it. So just got myself ready at the club. We're doing a bit of a half up, half down look today, and a bit of a minimal makeup look, because it's actually just another cozy day at home today. I always try and do this if I'm going to have like London days, especially if it's like a late night London day. I'll try and make sure that I don't have too much organised the day after, just so that I can have a bit of a day to recover. And there's nothing I love more than just like a cozy festive day at home. So I've got another festive jumper on today actually. I'm loving my like festive knits. This is a gorgeous one from New Look from last year. But H&M actually do a really similar version to this, so I will leave that linked down below. Got my lovely Holland Cooper trench coat on, because despite the fact that the sun is shining, it is a chilly one this morning. I feel like you can see it in my nose. My nose always goes really cold whenever I get cold. And I brought my jewellery with me to the gym this morning to put on, and I am loving wearing these Huggies, the ones that I unboxed from Monica Vinader the other day. I asked you guys to tell me whether you prefer the braided or these. It was a bit of a mixed vote. A few of you like these more, a few of you like the braided. I do feel like, especially if I'm going to do a bit of a half up, half down look, I think I prefer these, but I do love the braided as well. I feel like they're going to be the kind of thing that I can just interchange really easily with regards to my jewellery. But as I'm sitting here with the engine off and the heating off and my heated seat off, I am getting very chilly. So I'm going to head home, make myself a coffee, and then we can crack on the rest of our day. Oh my goodness, look at that sunshine. There's just nothing that makes me happier than like a frosty, festive morning. It is just the best, and I feel like my workout this morning has just put me in the best mood. You know what I'm loving doing at the moment whenever I go to the club, whenever I go to the gym, is I'm loving as like a bit of a cool down, just doing like a half an hour, what they called, cross trainers, I believe they're called. I literally will just stick on a YouTube video, catch up with some Vlogmas vids, and just do like a bit of half an hour of like movement after my workout. I feel like it's such a good way just to like get the body pumping and doing it as a bit more of like a cool down. And it's also a great way to catch up with Vlogmas, because I feel like there are so many people doing Vlogmas this year, which I am loving. Like more people than ever are really like challenging themselves to doing like the daily vlogs, which is so much fun, but it means there's a lot of content out there to keep up with, and I feel like otherwise I would just never have the opportunity to like keep up with all of my favorite Vlogmases. So I would love to know, it got me thinking, when do you watch your Vlogmas videos? Like, how do you catch up with Vlogmas? Do you watch it on the telly? Do you like sit down and get cozy? Do you put it on when you're at the gym, just like on your phone, in your headphones? Do you have it on that in the background when you're like doing house chores or like working like your 9 to 5? Like how, when and where do you watch your Vlogmas videos? I would love to know, because I find it really interesting seeing like what other people do, because like for me personally, I never watch YouTube on the big screen. Like on the TV, it's just, that for me is not where YouTube goes. YouTube is like on an iPad or on a phone. Don't know why, it's just something that's in my head. So I find it so bizarre when you tag me in videos, or like tag me on Instagram when you watch my videos on the big screen. I'm like, whoa, that's my face. Like, that's on a very big screen. It still blows my mind, and it still makes me so happy when you guys tag me. So make sure to keep tagging me on your Instagram stories whenever you are catching up with Vlogmas, because it makes me so happy to see. But I was just gonna make myself my morning coffee, and I think we need to get out the really festive syrup. I haven't actually got this out yet, which I can't believe, because we are well and truly into December now, but I've got two here that I'm kind of deciding between. We've either got hazelnut, which I do really like. I feel like this works with a lot of different like coffees, or I do think this might just have to be the coffee syrup of the month, cinnamon vanilla. If you don't know these are the skinny syrups from Jordan Skinny Syrups. You can pick them up on Amazon or HomeSense, I think is where I got these ones from. I think they're slightly cheaper if you can get them at HomeSense. But you can shop these off Amazon, and they are just the best coffee syrup in the entire world. Like, they are like no calorie or anything like that, no sugar, and they just add the most amazing flavor to your coffee. If you're like me and you like a sweet coffee, I love like a pumpkin spice, I love a gingerbread latte, I love an eggnog latte, anything with a bit of flavor in it, I just absolutely love. So I think I'm going to do the cinnamon vanilla. I feel like I need to get some more of the pumps. I only have one pump at the moment, and it might be quite nice actually to have a few different syrups out so that I can kind of pick and choose every morning. So I might order a couple more of these off Amazon. Again, just get them from Amazon, and it's super easy. I think I'm going to do cinnamon vanilla because I am really wanting to get in the festive spirit, and I feel like there is nothing better than a bit of cinnamon. Bit of cinnamon around Christmas time. If you don't use the pump, you literally can just do like a little shot into the bottom of your coffee cup. I'm gonna make myself my morning coffee now, and then we can crack on with the rest of our day. I actually have a lot of energy considering I've not had my morning coffee. I feel like whenever I get my body moving, it just really helps with like my energy levels. Sorry, as soon as I move my face away, the backlight is really strong. So coffee's on the go. Let's get caffeinated. That is such a good coffee. Honestly, people that don't like a sweet coffee, I just don't understand. I've literally used one of the vanilla Nespresso pods with the cinnamon vanilla syrup. Honestly, the sweeter the better for me. This is just such a delicious festive coffee. This is just putting me in the best mood. And do you know what's also put me in an amazing mood? Sorry, I'm just putting my coffee down there so that I can unbox a new very exciting luxury delivery. I've been sent something very kindly from Paris 64, which is a beautiful like leather goods company. They do so many stunning bags, and they very kindly asked if I wanted to try a new bag to style up for Christmas, which I obviously jumped at the chance because they are such a gorgeous handbag brand, and if you're looking for gifting ideas, this would be a great one to check out. So I will leave them linked down below, but I thought that we could unbox this together and see what is inside, because now it's just like the perfect time, whether you are looking for gifting for other people or looking to treat yourself to a new gorgeous little designer bag purchase for Christmas. Now is the perfect time. They've even written a little note. Oh, I love it when they write like a little note. This is so sweet, from Paris 64. So I will leave them linked down below. But the bag that I have chosen is the most beautiful bag. It is called the Mini Lumiere, which, if you're a Disney fan, I always just think of Lumiere. Oh, the sun's gone in for a minute. Sorry, we've gone a little bit purple there. But Lumiere always reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, which was my favorite Disney film growing up as a child. I always dressed up as Belle every single Christmas. In fact, actually, this is such a tangent, but one of my favorite ever Christmas gifts I remember receiving is the Belle. It was from Santa, and it was the red cape that Belle wore. It was like a velvet red cape, and oh my goodness me, I lived and died in that cape. It was my favorite thing in the world, so I kind of love the fact that it's called the Lumiere. But this bag is so gorgeous, and this is going to be so perfect for the festive season because I feel like you'll be able to style this up, style this down, and wear this in so many different ways. And it is the most beautiful little black handbag you have ever seen. Look at how stunning that is. It's a really gorgeous, just soft leather. It's like honestly the softest leather I think I've ever felt, and it just has engraved in gold there, Paris 64, which I really love it when brands do a very like subtle branding to it, so it's really nice to be able to see like where the bag is from, who the bag is from, but you never want it to like take over the rest of the bag. And one thing that I feel like they didn't really show off well enough online that I am in love with is the lining, like the stitching. It's actually like a pink stitching, which I feel like doesn't show up online, but is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you know how much I love just like a little top handle bag, especially when it comes to like the festive season, because I love to be able to like put it through my arm and just be able to like have hands free. Now I do believe it also comes with a cross body, so it's just got a little popper there, zip it open, and it has, yeah, oh my gosh, the lining. Okay, so we've got obviously the crossbody strap, which again has the pink detailing to it, which I think is so gorgeous. And look at that lining. That is stunning. absolutely stunning. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but it's like this blue and pink and white kind of crisscross pattern to it that is so gorgeous. And I actually feel like this is a really nice size, because for me personally, the main things I need to think about: my phone, my keys, my wallet and my camera. And I feel like this bag is going to be able to fit all of that. So it's a really great bag when it comes to any kind of like evening events, if I'm going out or anything like that. But also it's the kind of bag that I feel like you could wear day to day as well, which is what I really like about it. It's such a beautiful bag, the perfect size, such a gorgeous addition into my handbag collection. As I said, if you are looking for a lovely Christmas gift, if you're looking for more of like a mid price pointed brand, Paris 64 are a great one to check out. They have so many stunning designs on their website, so I will leave them linked down below, because my new baby is just absolutely gorgeous. Well, if this hasn't just come in perfect timing, literally chatting this morning about how much I am loving my festive knit, and I placed this order a couple of days ago because I just want to be cozy this December, and I feel like I've definitely been missing some more festive Christmassy jumpers. And I'm not the kind of person that likes to go for like full on like a big Rudolph on my chest kind of a jumper. That is just not really my vibe. I am much more the kind of person that just loves something like this, like a bit of a Fair Isle knit, the kind of thing that in theory you could wear when it's not December, but it just feels a little bit more magical to wear it around Christmas time. I feel like H&M just have the best knitwear in at the moment. I'm really hoping that these are all still going to be in stock, because they have been going in and out of stock recently. I'm so excited about them. I'm gonna start with the one that I am probably most excited about. I featured this jumper so much at the Black Friday sales, and I was waiting for it to come back in stock in my size, and it finally did. Now this one I think I've sized down in, if I remember correctly. What did I go for my usual? Did I go for a medium? Can't actually remember. Oh no, I just went for a medium. So I was waiting for ages for this to come back in stock in a medium, and it finally came back, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection, because look at this cozy Christmas knit. Oh my goodness me, this is the kind of thing you want to be wearing when it is like -5 degrees outside, there is a bit of snow on the ground, and you just want to be feeling so cozy warm. I can already feel just how thick this knitwear is. I have to admit, I feel like H&M do some of the best like really thick warm knitwear. Like my cable knit jumper from H&M is all I want to wear whenever the temperatures start to drop, because it's so cozy warm. And especially putting some thermals on underneath this, you are golden for any like festive Christmas markets, anything that you're going to be spending like outside. I feel like December is one of the few months in winter you actually spend a lot of time outside. There's festive light trails, there's Christmas markets, you can go like sit outside and drink a hot chocolate, going shopping, like there's so much to do that's outdoors. So I feel like it's really important to make sure that you are stocked up on the coziest clothes known to man. Obviously we are going to be doing a try on of these, because I just can't not. I mean, look at how cute this is. The pattern is absolutely gorgeous as well, and you see what I mean when I say it's like Christmassy, but it's not like, it's more like festive, but it's not Christmas. I feel like that's the best way to describe this. Like I would still happily wear this throughout January, February. I think this would also look amazing if you have plans to go skiing next year, which we actually don't have any plans to go skiing next year. I think this is the one year we're going to be having a little bit of a break from skiing, which breaks my heart because I absolutely adore skiing. So anyone that's going, I will be living vicariously through you. But this on the slopes with like some gorgeous salopettes, like cute little sunglasses, a little festive hat, like lovely cozy bobble hats. I'm just in love. Well, I can confirm that I am as snug as a bug in a rug. My goodness me, is this knit the coziest thing in the entire world. I mean, look at this. Now I'm gonna stir these all up in the same way, because this is exactly just what knit season is to me. This is the kind of way that I would want to wear all of these jumpers, just with a pair of leggings and knee-high boots. And I thought I would put on my gorgeous new duo boots, because I feel like where I showed them to you the other day when I went down into London, they weren't quite, like I feel like you didn't really get a full view of them because obviously it was so dark. But look at the gorgeous colour of them. That like chocolate brown is so beautiful, and I feel like chocolate brown with black leggings is just my favourite. I'm really loving styling up either brown leggings with black boots or brown boots with black leggings. I feel like it just really works, and the colours just pair so beautifully with the knits, which as you can see it is very oversized. I'd probably just like roll up the sleeves to make it a little bit more casual, but I love it when knits are a little bit longer line, and it actually has like a slit here, which I find really flattering. But the thing I love about it being long line is that obviously everything is covered behind you. You're not worried about pant lines or anything like that with regards to leggings, but it would also work really well with any kind of like trousers. Slip skirts would also look beautiful with this if you wanted to like elevate the jumper a little bit more. Now obviously it is a roll neck. I've actually rolled it away twice from my neck just so that I get that real like cozy vibe, but also I find that it helps to just kind of like make it a little bit less like close to my neck and it's not so claustrophobic. But it is very much like the kind of jumper that you just snuggle up in, so it very much is like a cozy cuddly jumper. I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. I honestly think you need to run, not walk, to H&M to pick this up because this is just beautiful. Sorry, the sun is going in and out a little bit, so if the lighting changes, then fortunately this is one of the rooms where, especially at this time of the afternoon, the light just shines directly in it, which I love that because on a day like today I just want to like feel the sunshine on my skin, but at the same time, especially when there's a little bit of wind and a little bit of cloud, it means we get a lot of variation. But the next knit I have to show you, oh my goodness, is this not just the coziest like walking knit you have ever seen? I know that's going to sound really weird, but as I said, around Christmas time I do a lot of festive walks, and especially festive walks like around the countryside, and this I feel like is going to be basically my walking knit. Now one thing I like to do, especially if I'm going for walks, because you can get really hot and really cold, like as soon as you start walking your body kind of like warms up, you're obviously like moving a bit, so you kind of start to sweat a little bit, but then you can get really cold again, so it's quite nice to have something that you can basically take on and take off, and that's what I loved about this one because it's got this zip detail here. So I would just do probably actually my H&M black long sleeve vest underneath and something like this, and then it means that I can just take it on and off as I please. Now if you wanted to get really cozy, if you live somewhere that is freezing, you can literally do like a full-on black roll neck underneath and wear this over the top, and you are going to be so nice and cozy warm. Now again, I loved the pattern on this. I really love the kind of like design, this like almost like Aztec kind of design going on. I think it's really fun, and I love the fact that it was a black knit with the white pattern. Now I do believe it came in another colour. I think it was like white with black patterning. I can't exactly remember, but I will leave them linked both down below. But this with just a pair of leggings, a pair of knee-high boots, and you are golden for like cozy festive walks to the pub. This is all I want to be wearing. Now, this knit is actually from the Divided collection at H&M, which I didn't quite realise when I was unboxing it. But the Divided collection is like the more kind of affordable line that H&M do, and I definitely can feel a difference. This knit was a lot more affordable than the other two, and it does feel like it is. It's a lot thinner. However, that being said, the way that I'm planning on wearing this with the thermal underneath, I feel like it is definitely plenty thick enough. Like I wouldn't actually want it too much thicker. As you can see, it's not as like oversized as the white one, which I quite like, but obviously if you do want the oversized look, just size up 1 or 2 sizes. But I love the zip detail on this one. I think it's so nice to be able to open it up or like close it fully if you get really cold and you just want to get really cozy. So absolutely love this. I feel like it's going to just be like the perfect countryside walking jumper around Christmas time. I think the other colour would be really cute as well. Oh my god, and this last jumper, I am so obsessed with these. I honestly cannot tell you just how thick and like well made these feel. I do feel like H&M do such good knitwear at a really good price for a high street brand. I feel like their designs and the materials and the way it's made is just such high quality. So the last one, oh my goodness me, again, is one of the thickest, coziest knits you will ever lay your eyes on. I mean, look at this. And again, I picked this up in a medium. Maybe I should have got this in a small because it's looking rather big, but I do quite like the idea of it being very oversized. Now online it looked like it was going to be more of like a turtleneck, so I think this does fold down. Although this is going to start the debate. Do you fold in or do you fold out? I am someone that folds out because I like how that looks. I like seeing the edge and I like seeing the neckline. And I feel like when you fold in, it just kind of creates this weird like, I don't know, do you know what I mean? I feel like it doesn't sit as nicely. Like the neckline doesn't look like how it's supposed to. And also I feel like if you fold it in, it's like folding it into your neck, and I feel like I find it a little bit claustrophobic. I don't know if that's just me, but love a rolled out neckline, love how cozy this is going to be. I feel like this, again, it's going to be a perfect like walking jumper if you're doing lots of festive walks. I feel like the time between Christmas and New Year is the perfect time to stock up on jumpers like this as well, because I don't know about you, but all I do is really walk. Like going on festive walks, going for walks in the country, going for walks with family, walking to the pub, walking for dinner, walking for lunch. That's all we really do, because all we do is like eat and walk, eat and walk, eat and walk. So these are perfect for that time when all you just want to be wearing is leggings, boots, and something super cozy and super warm. So some gorgeous new jumpers in from H&M. I'm so obsessed with them, honestly. They're just the coziest things ever. Oh my goodness me! I actually think this is my favourite jumper out of all of them. So worried when I first unboxed it, thinking, oh my god, it looks so big. Should I have sized down? Should I have gone for a small in this one? And actually, I'm so glad I didn't, because I love this like really ballooned, oversized look to it. I think it's really, really cute. Now this one only needs one roll down. I didn't do it twice, and it's actually a little bit looser around your neck. So if you don't like a roll neck, you're normally not a roll neck girl, this would be a good one for you to try, because it's actually like really far away from your neck, so it's not claustrophobic at all. Like, look, I can literally move my entire face around it and not touch the collar, which is also great to not get as much makeup on the side of it. But I just love how cozy this is. I think this came in a couple of different colors as well, so I will leave them linked down below. As you can see, it's huge. I love how big it is. It's a little bit less long line than the white one, but it does cover my bum really nicely, so I always like it when my bottom is nice and covered and just nice and classy. I don't have to worry about any pant lines or anything like that. And these are the best kind of knits to just chuck in my gym bag and wear after a workout, especially if I'm like not even changing out my workout clothes, which I know is really gross, but a pair of leggings, like a workout top underneath, and chucks over the top, and it just looks like a normal outfit. But this is just perfect for like countryside walks, festive events, anything where I just want to be really nice and cozy, warm. I am just in love with this. I think this has actually been the underdog, and I'm really surprised that this one is my favorite. I have a question for you guys. How far into Vlogmas are we now? Like nearly a week, and we haven't done any festive baking yet. And I, for one, just think that's unacceptable. So I put aside a couple of hours this evening, although it's still kind of afternoon. It's like 3 o'clock, and I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite times of day in this house, because the golden hour light that hits this kitchen is just beautiful. It is very blustery, so it's going in and out a little bit. When the sunshine just streams in at this time of day, I just love it. I mean, look at that. The way that it just makes the kitchen glow. So I have set aside a little bit of time to do some festive baking, and I didn't want to do anything too overly complicated. I was googling some like gingerbread recipes and like things like that, but a lot of them require a lot of time. And I thought, for my first festive bake of the season, let's do something that I know and love, and I know I can execute really, really well. So I'm going to be doing my granny's fairy cakes. I've got my little Mills and Brown recipe book here, which isn't actually a recipe book. It's one that I had personalised, and one that actually makes such a good Christmas gift. And Mills and Brown is a brand that is owned by my lovely friend Monica. She's an absolute angel. I went on the bridal retreat with her back in summer, and she is just such a lovely, lovely girl, and she is just so creative. Like, the brands that she has created are absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore Mills and Brown. So I think I got this around this time last year actually, and it's just the most beautiful like leather notebook, which you can get personalized. So if you want to give it to someone as a gift, you can get their name on it. If you want it as maybe like a wedding planning book. For me, I wanted a recipe book, so I just got it embossed in gold with recipes on it, and I love it because it just feels so special. And this is the kind of recipe book that I want to be able to like pass down onto my children. So I'm going to be doing my granny's fairy cakes, which are basically just like really lovely cupcakes. They're kind of like a Victoria sponge, but in like a cupcake form. So I've got my cupcake cases out, which I should probably go and pick up some festive ones, which would be really, really good. And it's super straightforward, super simple, but I'm gonna add a bit of a twist. I'm gonna make it like a gingerbread cupcake. So I'm gonna add ground cinnamon and ground ginger to it, because I really want to bring out those like festive flavors. So I've got these two here. One thing you can actually do with the festive syrups that I was showing you this morning is you can technically add them into baking, which I always find really, really clever. You can add them into like your porridge, your oats, things like that, and you can also add them into baking. So I could potentially add them in, but I do have ground cinnamon, so I don't know if it's going to really be needed. I might add a dash of this as well, just so that it can like sweeten it up a little bit. But I've got all my ingredients out in front of me, and I've got my Kenwood out ready behind me, which actually, I feel like this is now the time of year where I basically just repeat myself saying this would be a great gift, this will be a great gift. But I do find that Christmas gifting is so difficult because it's so personal. It can be really tricky to like come up with ideas. So if ever I'm showing you something in a vlog that I'm thinking, oh, if you know someone that's maybe into baking, they would love this. If you know someone that loves organization, that they would love this. If you know someone that needs a new recipe book, they would love this. So I always find it really useful just to kind of like chat through some things. And the Kenwood mix has literally changed the game for me when it comes to baking, because you don't have to do any work. Throw all the ingredients into there and it mixes it all up together. I got this when we were in our old flat, actually. It must have been about 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it. It comes in loads of different colours. I got the blue because I originally wanted it to match our blue fridge that we used to have, which we no longer have. We sold it when we moved into this house because we've got the beautiful American fridge here, but I still love it. I think it's really, really lovely. It slots into a cupboard super easily, and it's so handy whenever it comes to baking. I'm sure you could probably use it for any kind of like food mixing if you're like really good with cooking as well, but I love it for all of my festive baking. So I am going to get baking these cupcakes. I also have a couple of like icing pens, so I might even decorate them at the end as well so that they look really, really Christmassy. But the first festive bake of the season, I'm so excited.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas.
Okay, so I did need to add a little bit of extra flour to it just so that it becomes the right consistency, because it was a little bit liquidy after adding in the cinnamon and vanilla syrup, but it's now looking like the perfect consistency. So rings off, ready to put in. I'm not gonna lie, I've already had a little taste test, and it is tasting absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go with the yellow ones, I think. It is tasting absolutely amazing already. I feel like the cinnamon and the ginger just really bring out that like festive vibe, and just make it so, just so scrummy. So all I'm gonna do now is just spoon it into the cupcake tins. It does about 6 large cupcakes. You can see it's still a little bit runny, but I think it's going to be absolutely fine once it actually like bakes. So just 6 large cupcakes, or obviously if you want to make them smaller cupcakes, you do you, boo. I feel like when it comes to baking, just whatever works for you. I mean, obviously you can like double the recipe if you've got lots of people coming over, but it's one of those that's like prep time has literally been like 20 minutes. It's so quick and easy, and then they are only in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes at 160 degrees. And it's one of those recipes that I feel like is so easy to do, so fun. Just, oh no. I just had a bit of a spillage. So fun to spend an afternoon doing, just getting yourself in the festive spirit. It's also a good one to do with kids because it's a really, really easy recipe to do. My mum used to do this for me all the time when I was little, and they just taste absolutely incredible. Cupcakes are going in the oven. Oh, they smell absolutely incredible. Alexa, set a timer for 35 minutes. I'll come back and check up on them in 35 minutes, and if they are still looking a little bit like watery, I'll always just give them like a little bit of a prick test, and then if they need it, I will just give them an extra 5-10 minutes. But now as for the best part, I get to lick the bowl. Please tell me that you lick the bowl whenever you do baking. I feel like that is like my reward for doing the baking. It's not the cupcakes in the end, it's actually licking the bowl whilst they're in the oven. I absolutely love licking the bowl. Oh, absolutely delicious. So the cupcakes are out of the oven, and oh my goodness me, they are smelling delicious. I was planning on icing them, but I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to use these and I think they are a little bit too old, because they are not the consistency that icing should be. So we're gonna leave that, and we're just gonna leave them undecorated. But I've got Alex here with me. I'm gonna do a taste test.
Hello.
Okay, taste test. We ready? You excited? Pick one. Okay, so we've gone cinnamon and ginger.
You use sugar, not salt this time, right?
Sugar, not salt?
Yeah.
Why? What's sugar, not salt?
Because no, sugar, not salt this time.
Oh, I thought you said sugar nut.
No.
Yes, I use sugar.
Okay, I'm just checking.
These don't need salt in them at all. But I have added a few bits that I don't normally add. So, let me know your thoughts.
Presentation, 6.
Okay, fair. I need to get some icing. I need to top up on the baking supplies actually, because I need more icing because those were out of date.
It's good texture.
Yeah.
It's nice and like
Yeah.
firm.
What's his name? Paul. We've got Paul. What's his face from Bake
Hollywood.
Off? Paul Hollywood over here. You need to crouch. You're too tall. Okay. Taste test.
What's some of these again?
So they're the normal, like Mum's, Granny's fairy cakes, and then I've added my own concoction. Let me know. That was a big bite. That's actually really good.
No, it's really nice.
Bit festive.
I don't mean to like sound like I'm surprised or anything. It's really nice.
Oh my god, you actually do something good. I'm actually really happy with that. I feel like the ginger and the cinnamon adds like a really nice bit of festivity, but it's still just like very classic.
Not too much though.
I didn't want to add too much. I just did a spoonful of each. And then I actually also added some of this syrup. Cinnamon vanilla syrup, which I feel like makes it quite sweet as well. But it did make it a little bit soggy, so I had to add more flour. So
I can't really taste any of that in there. I can taste the ginger and the cinnamon.
Well, that's cinnamon vanilla. It's just a syrup. I don't really know if it added anything, but it was quite fun to do.
Oh, right.
So that's why I did it. I'm actually really impressed with these.
To be fair, actually, because they're not like too dry. They're not even dry at all, really.
Which is probably because of that.
That probably like moistened it up.
I'm happy with that. So, taste. So, presentation 6 out of 10. Taste.
I'll go 9 out of 10. Yeah.
I don't think you've ever given me a 9 before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
You still need to work for that 10 now.
Actually, no, I think you've given the crumble a 10 before.
Mmm.
My peach and strawberry crumble. I'll make that at some point during Vlogmas because that's my absolute signature. Hold me to it, guys. I need to make that during Vlogmas. This is just going to be us.
I've never had any other crumble like that. I didn't even like crumble until I tried that.
Converted you onto crumble.
You've got more than this, haven't you? Because I'm going to go through these like last 4 in like 2 seconds.
I'll have to make some more then.
It's really nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like you could do with like maybe like a little filling in the middle, but I mean that's kind of like
that's advanced.
Step going to the next
that's
level.
Advanced, Alex. I don't think my baking
you just
is that
get like
good.
a little squirty thingy and go through the top, and then just like a little creamy centre.
I know, but that is advanced.
Like a what do you call them? Like that Madagascar vanilla cream stuff you get in the baker's aisle.
That's really good.
And like fill it with a little creamy thing.
Yeah.
And then you can put it on the top and decorate like a tree on it.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some tree decorations.
Oh, I've just given you your Christmas cupcake of the year now.
But yeah, this is just going to be us for tonight, just eating cupcakes and chilling out. I really wasn't joking when I said that this was the plan for the rest of the evening. We've officially lost daylight and the second sun sets. I just want to curl up here, get cozy, just hunker down for the evening. I'm not going to lie to you. I am so proud of how those cupcakes turned out. I feel like I'm getting really, really good with my baking, and the fact that I can get a little bit experimental and it actually works makes me really, really happy. And a 9 out of 10 from Monsieur Parnell. He does not give those out easily, so I'm feeling a little bit smug right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you know what I feel like would make those cupcakes even better is if I was to do like a cinnamon icing with them. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So I do need to go out and get some more baking supplies because I want to do lots more baking throughout Vlogmas because I'm just absolutely loving it at the moment. So if you're also enjoying the baking and if you got to the end of this video, leave me the word cupcake down below in your comments. I love knowing who gets to the end of my videos, and I'm super excited to do some more baking throughout Vlogmas. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here because this is literally my plan for the rest of the evening. Finish the rest of the cupcakes and spend the evening on here because the tiredness is really starting to set in. Not gonna lie, Alex has already demolished 2 cupcakes himself, so I can guarantee they're not gonna last the rest of the night. I'm gonna have to do another batch if I want to give them to anyone else, and I think it'll be really fun to do them with the cinnamon icing as well. So I'm gonna leave this vlog here. I really hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me. Honestly, I've just been loving Vlogmas so far, so I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7. Bye!